How to create and view markers on the timeline. So for a lot of our projects, we're setting up markers in 8-measure phrases. The way to do that is to put yourself into grid mode over here. And I'm going to place my first marker on measure number 3. So I'm going to use my cursor and I'm going to click at the beginning of measure number 3. Now to add a marker, there's a couple ways you can do it. If you have markers on your ruler, you can hit the plus sign and that will add a marker at that location. And because this is one of our MIDI projects, I'm going to go ahead and label this as measures 1 through 8. So the name for the memory location is 1 through 8, and then I hit OK. So now you can see that we have a marker on the timeline, exactly where we want it to be. If I want to find out where the next marker should go, I'm just going to click and drag 8 measures. So you can see the distance from 3 to 11 here is 8 measures. I can also check that length up here in this window. The length is shown as 8 measures. So I know that my next marker is going to drop right here at measure 11. So I'm going to click on measure 11. And this time, instead of hitting the plus sign on the marker ruler, I'm just going to hit enter on the numeric keypad. If you don't have a numeric keypad, it's going to be function enter. And for this location, we're going to call it 9 through 16 and hit OK. And then I would just keep repeating this process to add more markers to my session so that I can kind of lay out the session in 8-measure intervals. So here we are. This next section is going to be 17 through 24. And then if you can't go to the right anymore, you can also change your view to swing over there, or sometimes it'll let you just kind of pull it to the right to mark off another 8 bars. So there's another 8 measures. You can see the length right there. So I'm going to drop a marker right here. Again, it's function enter on a laptop, or just the enter key on the numeric keypad if you're using a regular keyboard. So let's see, I think this is 25 through 32. Okay. Another neat little feature with these markers is that you can look at all of your markers in one window if you go to the window menu and choose memory locations. So here we can see all the memory locations that we just created, and by clicking on the name, it actually takes our cursor to that exact spot in the tune. If I click on 9 through 16, it'll go to bars 9 through 16. And this even works while you're in playback. So I can play back and change locations by clicking on the memory location in this window. So it's a great way to go right to a location very quickly and to be able to see exactly where you are in the project.